In this short set of tutorials, we'll guide you through how to get the most out of your equipment and products when looking after your ornamentals, with something we like to call the art of application. The water volume we use when spraying has a huge influence on the product performance, and it's arguably one of the most important factors to bear in mind when it comes to spraying ornamental crops. First thing we need to think about is what we want to achieve. If the product we're spraying can't be absorbed by the roots of the plant, then it's important that the spray remains foliar and isn't wasted. The leaf area index for ornamental crops isn't significantly higher than it is for agricultural crops, but traditionally the water rates used are drastically higher than those used in agriculture. In most cases, for the ornamentals, the optimum water rate will be between 400 and 800 litres per hectare. Water is just the carrier to help us get the best coverage and penetration of our crop. It makes sense that if we spray too low a water volume on a dense, tall crop, then we might not achieve the best coverage. Let's say 1 to 200 litres per hectare. But the higher the water volume goes, the greater the risk of runoff. And so it's really important that we get the right balance. And that's all about keeping our active ingredient on the plant with no runoff. At very high water volumes, like 1,000 to 3,000 litres a hectare, a lot of that spray is going to run off to the point where possibly more of it ends up on the ground than stays on the plant. That's a waste of product, and it also means you're less likely to be controlling the issue that you set out to deal with in the first place. We discussed how the use of adjuvants greatly helps keep active ingredients on the target, but that doesn't count for much if we don't critically consider the water volume we're using. In the next chapter, we get to the business end of spraying your ornamentals, and that's your spray equipment and the nozzle height.